Coming up, Joby suffers from a sense of power failure.
Joby bought a very cheap generator. It doesn't work.
And the publicity drive pays off. It's a tight squeeze at the freak show. For entrepreneur Joby, the rides and sideshows are not enough. He's keen to revive another Victorian tradition, the freak show. Leaving the rest of the Carter rides behind in Weston-super-Mare, Joby's hoping his collection of the weird and wonderful will be just the thing to bring in the crowds.
I knew the performers from the Circus of Horrors, and I just thought freak show. The shock factor is going to give it legs. This could work at Dorset. There's that many people there, and they're just the kind of people that are not PC and would buy into it.
Masterminding the freak show is Circus of Horror's impresario, Dr Haze.
Well, I was born in a circus because my dad got us a gig as fire eaters and fakirs, which is just different tricks. Mine was like, because I was only little, really walking on broken glass, but I also used to have a rope tied around my neck and 4 people would try and strangle me. Imagine doing that now to an 11-year-old kid. So we did all that sort of stuff, and then I had to learn to fire it, but my dad sold us as this great act, and I'd never done it in my life. My mum wouldn't even let me light a match.
The Circus of Horrors boasts some of the more bizarre and skillful acts in the country. From accomplished sword swallowers to more novelty attractions.
The difficulty with the freak show is keeping it fresh, and you have to weigh up giving people their favourites and giving them new acts. We bought Mr Methane in this year, which was just the most childish thing I've ever seen. I loved it.
A very tender piece there. Oh, thank you. Putting the art into fart.
Mr Methane, you can imagine what would happen. The whole site could go up.
Yeah.
Does he have a special diet? All in all seriousness?
Generally, it's cabbage.
Really?
Yeah. He did a gig with Bad Manners once, and he was in their dressing room, and they said to him, does it smell? And he said, no, it never smells. And they said, can you do one for us now? And he said, do you want me to? And they said, yeah. So then he let off this great big fart, really, and it stunk to high heaven. They had to evacuate. Even Buster Bloodvessel had to run out of the dressing room. It was so bad.
Joby's freak show was born in his head quite a few years ago. You do have to keep reinventing yourself, although we've got all the traditional rides. You do have to come up with new attractions, because if you just stayed absolutely static, people would stop coming.
We're going to give you a little free show on the front here, so let's start bringing the freaks out.
Fire eating aside, Dr Haze's other job is to persuade the punters to come and see the show. To achieve this, he opts for a bit of traditional Victorian crowd calling, or barking.
Please, come a little closer. You need to see this really close. I don't know what you're so scared of today. Come a bit closer.
The freak show's a version of how they were. The way it operates in terms of barking on the front, calling people on, and then letting the crowd in and taking their money as quickly as possible, and then giving them a performance inside, giving them value for money, and sending them out again shocked and intrigued so they tell their friends. That's showmanship, and it works.
You won't see a show like this anywhere else in the world, because we are the world's only touring freak show.
Freak shows date back to the 1600s and were particularly popular with the Victorians.
Okay, let's get this last group of people in.
These days, the performers come from a variety of backgrounds and occupations, including some you might not expect.
I used to be a tax inspector in Germany years back. Then I started a tattoo and piercing business, and then became a performer. So I tried different things in my life, but I love what I'm doing now, and that's what I want to keep doing.
Here she comes, Anastasia LaPorte, ladies and gentlemen, the Blade Walking Beauty. She will walk barefooted up a ladder of swords.
When we first met, Asha has never performed in her life.
No, I was studying sciences, biology, chemistry, and sort of met Hannibal and sort of got intrigued by it, but I never thought this is going to be something that I'm going to do in life. You know, it was just kind of a hobby. And then eventually we went to see the Circus of Horrors and got offered a job, and a few months later we were on the road.
Whoa, what are you doing? You're not allowed to smoke in a public place anymore. You can walk a ladder of swords, but you can't smoke a cigarette. Whoever thought of that one, I don't know.
Where else in the world?
The Circus of Horrors features other acts with even more unusual talents.
It's fun for the whole family.
I open bottles of beer with my eye, eat light bulbs.
I'm a human pincushion, I push giant hat pins through the neck, through the face.
Tongue got stuck in my hair. As I pulled it, my left eye just popped on its own. I was like, wow.
Staple my body, but when we do a bizarre show, you know, I staple other parts of my body, you see.
You swallow a yard of red ribbon, make an incision in the stomach, and pull it out.
It's extreme bad taste. Would you say it's fair to say?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We pride ourselves on it.
Do our best to make an extreme bad taste.
I mean, we do normally get at least one person leave the show, don't we? On average.
Yeah, but it's normally you, Joe.
In 1977, Muhammad Ali demonstrated his boxing skills for charity in this very booth. Today, the talent on display is a little less illustrious.
You can bring your 6 mates along in Snow White. I'll still beat you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about the charming prince, mate?
Charming prince.
Yeah.
Short-ass git.
It better be in the back end of the cow.
Even the baby wants to beat you up.
That's all right.
Yeah. You'd lose that one as well. So you're looking at the new champion of the freak show. Boxing champion.
Right, come on in. Come on in. Let's go, let's go. Da 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 da.
This travelling boxing booth is the last of its kind in the UK, and it's only taken out of cold storage once a year to make a single appearance here in Dorset.
This is the man. This is the man from the free show. What's your name, sir?
Mongolian laughing boy.
The what?
Mongolian laughing boy.
Mongolian laughing boy.
You got it.
And why do they call you that, my friend? Young boys performing for you.
Maybe sticking pins in himself for a living has taken its toll, because today, Tony the Mongolian Laughing Boy is no for Captain Dan the Demon Dwarf.
Get up, that's enough! Throw the towel in!
Do not miss the chance to see these freaks of nature performing live.
It's evening at the Great Dorset Steam Fair, and the crowds are gathering to watch Joby Carter's freak show.
We've got Popeye. Look at this. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
It appears that his earlier publicity stunt at the boxing booth has paid off.
9 o'clock, Saturday night. This is it. This is when you just get the maximum people in. The bigger the crowd out front, the more people you can get in.
But behind the scenes, there's a problem that could ruin all of Joby's hard work.
Rog, shall I just start it again?
Joby bought us a very cheap generator that doesn't work. But it's broke down 3 times today.
That's not good.
Joby's dodgy generator is in danger of bringing the show to a halt and disappointing the paying public.
It's pitch black in there, that's a problem. But depends what show they're doing. If it's the electric chair show, it doesn't tend to go well when you lose your power. It's happened before, they're live performers, you improvise.
Well, luckily, it went at the end during the fire finale. So I just sang a cappella, and then the torches, the flames from our torches, lit the stage up. If it had happened earlier, we'd have had to stop, because it would have been pitch black in here, that's the problem.
Okay, so take the sword, as I say. Luckily, the electricity inside the electric drill is working. Okay, here we go.
I should drink some more beer. Seems to be working now.
With potential disaster averted, it's on with the show.
Welcome to the freak show right here at the Great Dorset Steam Fair. Here come the freaks, Danielle Martin, the Mongolian Laughing Boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the undisputed king of sword swallowers, Hannibal Alberto.
Very rarely people have seen anything like that before, so you always get that element of surprise and people covering their eyes and then looking through their fingers.
enjoy the adrenaline and everything being on stage. You just turn into a different person.
I enjoy it because it's entertaining. And I like to entertain people, and as long as people want it, I'll keep doing it.
The appeal of the freak show is seeing something you shouldn't. You're not supposed to go to something called freak show and enjoy it. In today's society, we're supposed to frown upon such activities. And actually, no, I want to see it. I want to, you know, when a sign says wet paint, you want to touch it, don't you?
There's now, believe it or not, 300,000 volts running through his body. And we want to try and prove this to you.
It's shocking, it's funny. Crowd love it, it's one of the best shows we do, I think.
Let's lose the lights, please. Look at that. 300,000 volts through his body. Along the fluorescent tubes and into the hands of our volunteers. Thank you very much, sir.
You feel the electricity, you get a buzz out of it. You get electrocuted, literally.
Okay, now what we want is a fire torch. An ordinary common-to-God fire torch. There we go. Okay, now this is what we use for fire eating generally. We're going to see if we can light this off his head. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're going to give it a try. There it is, straight off his head. Look at that.
I've heard that it makes you sterile, but hey, that's show business.
Step inside, and let the revolution begin. Step inside, move along, right on in. We got the tallest and the smallest and the baddest in the land. To feed that curiosity as of each and every man. Welcome to the carnival. Welcome to my freak show, yeah. La freak, so chic. Thank you very much for a great time entertaining you and playing truly does have freaks. And we'll all stop there with the audience. Thank you very much.